In this video we're going to learn how to solve equations when we have the unknown on both sides. Here are two examples. So the method we do here is to group the x's together and group the constant terms together. And what we want to do to make our decision is to cancel out the smallest number of x's and then cancel out the constants on the other side. So what do we mean by that? Well, in the first example, the smallest number of x's is 5x, and it's positive because there's nothing in front of the x. So what we're going to do to start off is we're going to subtract 5x from both sides. So that's going to give me 8x minus 5x, which is 3x plus 3. That 3 was there already. We've taken away 5x, so it goes, and we've got 15. This question now is just a two-stage problem like the ones we did before. So we're going to subtract 3 to leave us with 3x equals 12, and now we're going to divide by 3 to give us x equals 4. So now let's look at the next example. The first thing we've got to do is move the smallest number of x's. And I've given you this example to show where we've got to be careful, because here the smallest number of x's is minus 3x, because minus 3 is smaller than positive 2. So we're going to start off by cancelling minus 3x by adding 3x to both sides. So that leaves me with 8 on the left hand side, and then 2x plus 3x is 5x, and then the minus the 12. So we want to get rid of the minus 12 by adding 12, so that's going to give me 20 equals 5x, and then we want to get rid of the multiplying by 5 by dividing by 5 to give me 4 equals x. But when we're solving an equation, the unknown must come first, so our answer is x equals 4. Here are some questions for you to try. Pause the video, do the questions, and then start the video again to see my solutions to see how you've done. On this first question, we need to cancel out the 2x because that's the smallest. So we're going to start off by subtracting 2x from both sides. So that's going to be 4x take away 2x, so that's 2x minus 7. Subtracting 2x from the right hand side is going to cancel it out to leave us with 9. We're now going to cancel out the subtracting 7 by adding 7. So that's going to give us 2x equals 16. We're now going to cancel out the multiplying by 2 by dividing by 2. So that's going to give me x equals 8. We can actually check our answer by substituting 8 into both sides. So on the left hand side we're going to get 4 8s, which are 32. Take away 7 is 25. On the other side of the equation we get 2 8s, which is 16, plus 9, which is 25. And indeed 25 does equal 25, so we know we've done it right. So in this next question we've got to cancel out the subtracting 5x, because minus 5 is smaller than positive 3. So we're going to add 5x to both sides. So on the left hand side we're just left with a 6. On the right hand side we've now got 8x's plus 30. I should point out that we could have moved the 3x first instead. It would just mean we'd have to deal with negatives later on in the question, which is slightly more difficult. So now I'm going to cancel out the adding 30 by subtracting 30, which is going to give me minus 24 equals 8x. We're now going to cancel out the multiplying by 8 by dividing by 8 to give me minus 3 equals x. But remember, x must come first, so it's actually x equals minus 3. Here are some questions for you to try and do. You can discuss your answers with your friends. You also know how to check your answers to see whether you've got them right. I've also included a worksheet within the description of the video. It's actually in the link and you can click on, so there's some more questions that you can try and do there. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Stay in infield with Winfield.